Hey, ¿qué pasó, mi gente? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Luis Lopez, and today I'm going to walk you through the one WNBA game slate that we have for tomorrow. But before we do, let's review the picks that I gave you from the prior video. I gave you Shakira Austin over 3.5 first quarter points. She ended up cashing that. I also gave you Gabby Williams over her 18.5 PRA. This is an alternative prop that I took on her on a second slip. I ended up looking at her PRA, which I took, and I looked at her PA at 15.5. I thought it was too high, so I ended up just taking her Goblin line at 13.5. She barely cashed. She had 13 PRA going into the second half. Needed 6 more PRA to get over her PRA line. Didn't get one field goal made. Just got rebounds and assists. It was horrendous second half for Gabby Williams when it comes down to scoring, and the Sky ended up catching up to the Storm. They have some serious issue in Seattle, unfortunately, for that team with so much talent. Move on to the next one. Jackie Young under 26.5 PRA. That cash, she started off really hot, and then luckily the game slowed down a lot in the second half, and she stayed under her prop. A little sweaty, but she stayed under. Cecilia Sandelasini could have easily gone over this prop. Unfortunately, she did not play. All the guards at the Valkyries ended up crushing their lines. I had a feel. I think Sandelasini would have done the same exact thing, but she did not play. Either way, I'll take the cash. And this is the second slip that I put in, which was Gabby, same exact picks except with Gabby and her 18.5 PRA. She hooked at 18. And then the third slip that I put in was actually the community. Hey, congrats to you guys. This is fantastic. These are your picks, not mine. These are your picks. I had a little bit to do with them, but these are your picks. You picked Alana Smith over 6.6 rebounds. She ended up with 9. Brittany Sykes, I thought this was going to be sweaty, and it turned out to be sweaty. Under 13.5 points. If there was a team that Brittany Sykes could have gotten over her points, it would have been against the Sky. Luckily, they did not. She did not. Alicia Gray over fantasy score went over 32.5, and the heartbreak of the night. Alyssa Thomas missed about 3 layups. Should have easily been over this PRA line, at least 35, 36 PRA, and missed it by 1.5. Even towards the end of the game, she missed 1 layup. That layup goes in, boom, easily cashed it. So congrats to you guys. This is fantastic. Once again, let's pin comment, put in your prop. Let's create another community slip. This is fantastic, and I love the engagement and how committed you guys are to the props. And then again, we'll all vote, and whatever the community decides is a slip that we will put in. This is why this slip was put in. And then I also want to talk to you about this here. Had a community member, Nate, had asked me, hey man, I'm looking for some picks for the final games. I was like, hey man, just pick your favorite players and take goblins on every single one of them. I chose AJ Wilson, Alicia Gray, Thomas twice. I did not take Jackie Young because I was already overexposed to her on 2 slip. I did not take Sandelasini because I already had her in 2 slips. So these were the players that were left. I took them. What's interesting about this is the following. If I would have chosen this as the 10x play instead and no Goblin, AJ Wilson would have cashed, Alicia Gray would have barely cashed, and Alyssa Thomas would have stayed under. She stayed under her points, and she stayed under her PR. So this slip, instead of being a nice 2x to my half unit and me winning half a unit, I would have lost half a unit. So instead of winning half a unit, I would have lost half a unit. And as we talked about, this is about bankroll management and playing the long game. So this allows me to play around with another half unit for tomorrow in tomorrow's game. Now, in regards to tomorrow's game, let me walk you through the props on Prop Madness and show you the matchup, and then I could talk to you about my philosophy, my approach to this game, and how I'm going to go about picking my props. Direct Hamby. Her line is currently at 17.5 points on the over. Season average is 18. She dropped 20, I think 27 or 29 in the last game. No, my apology. She dropped 20 points and 10 rebounds. I am not going to her points line at 17.5. That's crazy. She dropped 10 rebounds the last time she played. So what I'm doing is I'm combining her points plus rebounds, which she did the last time. She did 24 first game, 30 the second game. But her regular line is at 24.5. I'm not doing that. I'm doing this. I'm going all the way down to 19.5 points plus rebounds. Why? Because the hit rate. 83.3% of the time she has gone over this line. She's only missed it these times right here. It's green all around. She should easily get over 19.5 points plus rebounds. So I'm playing her gobbling at 19.5 points plus rebounds. The next prop is Paige. Paige line is crazy high, 18.5. Her line is usually at 15.5 or 16.5. The reason why they have it at 18.5 is because she dropped 29 the last time. Also, she has a fantastic matchup. Right here, post 35%. They rank second to last. And here above the break, another 22%. They rank dead last. 7 out of 13 players have gone on the over. And head-to-head, she dropped 29 the last time. But this line is right at the season average, which she hits 53.6%. Now, if you bring it down here to the Goblin line at 14.5, it shoots up to 78.6% hit rate. 22 out of 28 games she has gone over, and in the last 10 games has gone easily on the over. I'm taking her Goblin at 14.5 points. You could take her at 15.5 points. I will not go over than that. She may still crush her line. I just don't like the odds against me. I prefer the easier odds. 14.5 points for Paige. Now, next player, Maddie Siegrist. She's been crushing it lately. 22, 15 against the Sparks, and 23 the last time against the Aces in a very tough matchup. She still dropped 23. 41% of her shots are here underneath the basket, where they rank second to last. And another 21% above the break, where they rank dead last. Now, with Maddie, she only had 15 head-to-head. Season average is only 11.8, but that has to do with the fact that she was playing 15 minutes. Now she's playing 36, 33, and 33 minutes. Her minutes have gone crazier. You can take her line at 14.5. I have no problem with that. I'm taking her line. I took her line at 11.5 points. Why? It's along her season average, 11.8. Granted, a lot less minute. Again, she can go over 14.5. I don't care. I'm just taking her Goblin at 11.5 points. I'm securing profit tomorrow with 4 Goblins. I'll show you those lines. The next play that I have for you is not even here on the chart. I can't even show it to you. I can show you a point of reference. Kelsey Plum, assist, opponent assist allowed. They rank dead last when it comes down to opponent's assist allowed. Julie Aleman is the person that's playing point, and she's getting a bunch of assists. She ended up getting 10 assists in the last game. In 14 minutes coming off the bench, she ended up getting 3 assists, and she scored, I believe, was 7 points. In the last game when she played against the Wings, she ended up getting 12 points, and she ended up getting 10 assists. I took her line as a Goblin at 12.5 points plus assist. Just needs 6-7 assists and 6-7 points, and she crushed both assists and points head to head. But again, just Goblins. This is the slip. No, that's not the slip. I thought I had the slip here. That's the slip right there. Give me 1 second. Let me move this over here. That's a slip. Now, this slip, normally, 4 players, 10x, right? So why Why only go for the 2.8x? Because all these lines highly, highly favor to go over in every single book. Minus 200, minus 300, just fantastic odds of this hitting. I'm okay with not hitting the 10x. I am okay with doing a 2.8x and turning my half a unit and getting at least a unit back if this slip hits. Because the lines are just too high. They bump the lines too high. If I were to take regular lines, it would be Maddie at 14.5 points, which I may, and Julie Element at 13.5 points plus assist. Not Hamby, not Paige. These lines are too high for these ladies. They're high because of what they did head to head. It's the only reason why. But based on their season average, way too high. Goblin, this. If I do a second slip, it will be Hamby Goblin, Paige Goblin, and regular lines on these two young ladies, 13.5 and 14.5. But my first official slip is a 2.8x. I have no problem doing this. And I'm going to be doing this more often. Why? Because I want to build a bankroll. I want to build a bigger bankroll. And I'm also playing the long game. But more importantly, I'm trying to teach you guys how to, and ladies, how to hold on to your bankroll so you don't have to redeposit into Price Picks or any of these sites. That's it, my friend. That is all I have. Do me a favor. Let's do a community slip one more time. Drop your favorite pick, and again, we'll vote on it as a community. And then whatever the community votes on, we'll do a 4-leg or a 3-leg, whatever the community decides, a 3-leg or 4-leg. And if we're going to flex it or we're going to power it. All right, we're going to do that for tomorrow's slate. And I expect that slip to cash. Okay, today we were there. Just fell slightly short. But fantastic job on your end. All right, my friends, that's all I got for you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, leave a comment. That's how you help me with this channel. Get it out there to more people. Help it grow. I don't ask for anything else. Just that. Till next time, God bless you and your family. Que Dios te bendiga. Y hasta la próxima. Chao.